a nice wee break. So, had a bit of a busy weekend, to be honest. Try to get a house sorted. Try to get, Wayne sorted. Just try to get all sorts sorted, mate. Try to sort out my diesel bottle, but now I know where it is and I'm coming to get it back. Overall, mate, it's been pretty quiet on the Celtic front, apart from the last couple of days, mate. It's starting to heat up a wee bit. Obviously, we've been linked to the two gentlemen that was in this photo. So there they are there. Ryan, I'll let you take it away with their names, mate.
Nope, that's not my forte, mate. The Turkish guy, another guy.
The Turkish guy, another guy, the big guy, and the wee guy.
Big guy and a wee guy.
The guy you can see in your red, folks, is an Austrian centre-back who was on loan to Red Bull Salzburg last season. His name is Flavius Daniliuc. And the guy that's the goalkeeper, his name is Altay Bayindir. So Daniliuc played, as I said, he's a centre-back. And he played for Salzburg last season. He is actually a Salernitana player, but he was out on loan. He's a 23-year-old Austrian centre-back who's currently, his team's playing just now. He's on the bench. He's one of the, I call them subs, but Barry Bannon calls them finishers. And Altay Bayindir, he's a Turkish goalie, and he's in the Turkey squad for the Euros as well. But also, Ryan, just to touch on me, mate, as well, this gentleman was very strongly linked with us just last week. And he played just earlier on in a fantastic win against Belgium. I only seen the first wee bit of it, mate. And he pulled off a great save for Lukaku right at the beginning of the game. And I never saw the game afterwards. But to win 1-0 against Belgium and keep a clean sheet, he's doing something. I got a wee message for somebody else earlier. They didn't think he was that good, or, they didn't think he was up to much. However, it seems to be guys that were being linked to all seem to be at the Euros.
I own that victory, mate. It was a fantastic victory for Slovakia. Is that right, isn't it? Slovakia? Is that right? Slovakia?
Yeah, it was Slovakia, right,
yeah, it was a fantastic victory, mate. And to be fair, you're probably glad you just seen that, mate, because he was actually one of Belgium's better players, mate, in some of the game. He was not very good with the ball at his feet. And the first half, Belgium were trying to, it was kind of through some of his mistakes at the back, trying to play for the back, that they got some chances. But, mate, I've seen Dubravka enough. I'm not going to judge him on a game against Belgium and Euros, mate. I've seen him enough for Newcastle last year that if he was to sign, then I think he'd be an able deputy. I'm not saying he'd be here number one for years to come, but at least a season or two, he would definitely be somebody that would be able to step in. He's experienced. He's obviously, the fact that he's still Slovakia's number one at the age he is tells you that he's obviously been thought about by the Slovakian manager quite in high regard. So we'll see how he gets on the rest of the tournament. But I think a few Celtic fans, after a few moments in the game today, were like, oh no, I don't fancy that. But you can't judge somebody over one game. That's just crazy. You can judge him over maybe if you see him in the next two games and there's a few howlers, and okay, maybe no. But I'm sure Brendan and the team will already be ironed them out if it's him or somebody. I like to think JP at this stage of knowing about Joe Hart, because let's be fair, no, Joe Hart retired in January. Well, he came out and said he was retiring in January, February. He was coming to end his time at the club and his career. They've really had a season to really go and get a goalkeeper, because Joe Hart only had a 3-year contract. This was his last season, so they've kind of had a full year to market a number one. So maybe in terms of, I'm no panicking, I'm no worried, because I like to think they've got somebody. But if we're into pre-season, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and there's nothing really major happening, then you like to think what is going on, because realistically, we've not got a full recruitment staff yet. Unless it's done behind the scenes and nothing's been put out there.
Yeah.
Us as fans have not been aware who's come in to take the 2 roles of Lawwell and I can't tell the other guy that left. Matt Lawwell and what's his name? My memory's went blank.
Joe Dunnigan.
Yeah, that's it. Nobody's.
That's why I'm a gaffer, mate. That's why I'm here.
Apparently, we've not heard anything yet. Who's been replaced by that? Again, I don't know any knowledge or anything. So, unless it's done behind the scenes and they are already working behind the scenes and they'll be announced soon, then because I haven't seen Celtic announced a retained list or guys that are caught. I've not seen Celtic name anything about who's coming back, who's going. We've been left in the dark a bit, mate, to be honest with you, about a few things at the club so far. So hopefully in the next few days, and I'd imagine, again, I don't know when they're back pre-season, but I'm imagining maybe in the middle of next week, because the first game's 5th of July, and you can't come back 2 or 3 days and then again, that's just madness. So I'd imagine maybe back, mate, in next week or so. Some of the, obviously not the major players, but some of the guys who have maybe moved low or some of the guys who weren't playing last year, I'm guessing they'll be back in soon.
Yeah, I'd imagine they're not too far away, because I seen a photo earlier on with Tony Watt, and that was him back in today. So I would imagine they play on the 5th of July, so I would imagine some of the teams not too far away for returning. Wee comment there for Michael Trainer. He says, I've not seen Alan in a wee while, hope all is good. Just a busy man, mate. He's just, he's got a lot of, personal time at the moment, just to do personal things. He's just a busy man. It's just one of the things, mate. Sometimes life just catch up with his, with his all, and it's, as I say, it's one of those things, Michael. But I'm pretty sure his arse is probably making buttons, mate, to get back on with us, and I'm just waiting to know when he's coming back on so that I'm not on that night, because he's not been on for ages, man. He'll go on a wee rant like Jimmy Calder would do, you know what I mean?
Well, but, to be fair, I don't think he'll be back on a while, because I've got his T-shirt now, so...
you've got... Honestly, man, I think you're... Come to my house, steal my water bottle, go to Alan, stealing his top, stealing my razors and Aubrey looks at it as well, and just, honestly, it's one of the things. It's... as I say, in terms of the transfer business, I'm not worried at all. I'm nowhere near worried at all. Still early doors, and a lot of people are on well-deserved holidays. They worked really hard last season, helped us deliver a treble. Sorry, let me correct myself. I'm used to saying that. It wasn't. It was a double. Getting carried away with myself there. So, not used to saying double, I'm used to saying treble. They helped us deliver a double. So, they've deserved a massive holiday and time to go and chill out and unwind and it's the reset button again, right? So I'm not worried at all. I'm not really worried at all. I'd imagine just this is based on experience, mate, of how things are done. I'd imagine over the next week or so, you'll start to see things starting to move and kind of motor towards them all coming back in. It goes on to the 14th of July. Being honest with you, I don't see Scotland being in that sort of draw. I can see Callum McGregor and all that going to Portugal or Tenerife or wherever it is they're going, or Dubai or wherever they go to pretty soon. And then they'll meet up with and then obviously you've got the two boys there in Copa America as well, Alistair Johnson and Cameron Carter-Vickers. So USA and Canada are at the Copa America. So once they've done that, they'll then need a holiday. I'd imagine some of the Japanese boys will probably come back in and meet up with the squad. Maybe Matt O'Reilly. Matt didn't get taken to the Euros. So, I understand it might be a kind of skeleton squad to begin with until everybody's back. I don't know about the Korean boys. Looks like Big O's away. So, obviously, we've heard the other day that he's going to Genk and in Belgium. So, so as I say, It's one of those ones, mate. But everybody, you know, I've seen comments, people getting carried away, and I think you hit the nail on the head on, mate, not long ago. You know, as he looking at guys at the Euros, that could be the case. You know, we'll just need to wait and see. You know, Danilicic, she's with Austria. They're at the Euros. They're playing France just now, so we just don't know. Dubravka, he's at the Euros with Slovakia. You know, the other big boy we were linked with, Castells, he was a Belgium goalie earlier on tonight.
He was brilliant, to be fair. He was brilliant. He was really good. He was really good, mate. He was really good. Really good.
Obviously, the other Turkish goalkeeper we've been linked to, he's at the Euros with Turkey. So I'm quite positive in that aspect, Ryan, the fact that all the boys that we've been linked to are all at the Euros. You know, the majority of them are all there or thereabouts. But in terms of worrying, mate, I'm no worrying. Just a wee comment there for John coming in. Hola for Benidorm. He's there seeing Sticky Vicky. Just picture Big John down a strip, can't you? Looking for a next show. When's you on again? I blinked and I missed it.
Half five was in Beach Commodore, man, dancing away, man.
Starring in a beach coma with Big Naveed. Firing ping pongs at the duff.
Aye. Brilliant, man.
Brilliant, superb. Hope you can have a good one, John. What are these people going on holiday? Another wee comment for Francis, giving an evening, boys, off to Greece tomorrow for a couple of beers, couple of hours. When you off to Greece for a couple of weeks? Do you mean?
Enjoy, mate.
All these folk going on holiday. But listen, no, it's that time of the year, Ryan, eh?
Aye, obviously, like you say, there's a few players will be away and still on holiday, relaxing and winding down. That's probably one of the good things about the summer. You're not missing any games if you do go on holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, like myself, sometimes I've been away during the season, and just unfortunately that's when you go and you miss some of the games. But it's good during the summer when you can kind of go away and knowing you're missing any games or any big games. So, but I'm going to kind of agree with you in terms of some of the players might be at Euros. We don't know who the club are looking at. Obviously, mentioned two rare there at Euros. So there could be other guys at Euros that we don't know about. Because, well, again, I've seen a few things where no people say he's reliable or no. I've seen a part of Hugh even says he's heard that people are done at Celtic, but
he says he spoke to sources that he knows.
But listen, some of the things Hugh's been saying, I don't know if you believe it. It could be absolutely spot on. He's more than a lot of people he is in that type of industry.
His sources must have been plunging Mark McGee sitting in that flat.
Aye. He's called in here. Tell me.
Cardigan's off, boys. It's June now. Come on.
Tell me who's coming. It's called in here. But I say, I'd like to
transfer heat is up.
I'd like to think we would be. I'd like to think we would be in a bit of movement. I know there was, again, how reliable the source is, how reliable the full story is. Apparently, I seen a thing today about Bernardo. The wages might be a stumbling block. Again, I don't know how true it is. If it is, because I would not imagine that Bernardo was on mega money at Benfica. He wasn't one of Benfica's biggest players, in the team. Again, I'm not going to sit here and guess his wages, IP, but I like to think it'd be less than 20 grand a week at least anyway, a lot less than that. So, again, I can understand if it's like 35, 40, whatever, right? I can get that. But if he's only asking for maybe 25, just give him it, because you're signing him for a bit of money. So you're signing him what you've seen for him, the pedigree as well, that he's got potential where he's coming from.
Yeah.
We've got the most money we've ever had as a club. I get you don't want to break your wage structure too much, but for certain players and certain deals, we just need to do it. I'm not saying it's going to be Bernardo, but I don't want us to come to the end of the window again, but maybe no give somebody an extra 3-4 grand a week or an extra 7 grand a month or something. That that could be the difference between you winning the league and nowhere qualifying for a game in Europe. So I'm not going to talk about that too much because I'm no well in the know yet. I've only seen it in Twitter, but I just hope that's not the truth, that we're kind of hanging over maybe wages. Just if a guy, unless he's been crazy and his agents try to get him an absolute blinding deal, maybe the same money as your top players like your Vickers, etc., then I can now understand. Listen, take a bit off it because he's no one of your star men just yet. He could potentially be that, but he's no worth your top end £40 a week. But you've then got to look at what you sign him for. If you do get him for £4-5 million, then you need to give him a full £5 million wage. So realistically, he's going to ask for something like maybe 20 odds a grand a week, which is fair enough. I think that's fair. Stephen, if he's asking for £1 a week, that's never happening, mate. Celtic are never going to give, in my opinion, somebody £50 a week that's one, his age, and two, the fact that he's no one major player yet. McGregor and Vickers aren't even getting that. So there's no chance. Again, I think it's personally, JP, I don't know what you feel. I think his agent will be trying with Celtic. Listen, can we get this? Because I know it's an old story now. People know about it. But big Kevin Kyle walked into Murray Park or Ibrox, wherever they go. His agent says, I'm going to try this. All right, let's try it. And he got it, and he wasn't expecting it. He was maybe expecting £1 or £2 a week, and he got a lot more than that. So it could be the same as Bernardo's agent. It might go, do you know what? We're going to chance £40 a week, or we're going to chance 50. Let's see what they say. And then that's deals. You don't just walk in and go, do you know what? I can take 15. Nah, no bother. These things sometimes I want 17. No, I'll give you 14. These things don't just people. I think people just think, JP, you sit down with a contract, right? Where you wanting? Right, no bother. That doesn't happen. If that was the case, I'd have went, do you know what? Give me £100 a week instead of £80 a week. Do you know what I mean? So there's loads of things involved, but I just hope that we can get Bernardo sorted, because for me, he's somebody that I like. He's somebody that I think can potentially be a major player for us, especially in European, because I think he's European. It might sound daft to people, but I think he suits us away from home in terms of, I think he's quite good in the ball. His ball retention is decent. Stats might show me differently, by the way, but just from what I'm seeing from my eyes, he's comfortable. He was comfortable in a away game against Lazio. Was very comfortable. I thought he's one of the better players. So if Bernardo can get it done as soon as we can, because I don't want that waiting to the end of the window as well, because if it does, then you're going to start saying, what is going on? You've known for maybe 6 months that we're going to take this up. So why is it waiting so long? But I'm not going to spend too long. I know I maybe have, but in terms of into full detail, I don't know the full detail of it, but I just seen that on Twitter, mate. But we'll see how it goes.
Just the man I wanted to speak to tonight. There he is, Mr. Corvo. Hey, lads. Good evening, mate. Hope you're well. What did I say to you months ago? He's the Bravka. When Big Joe goes, I want the Bravka. And what's going to happen now? There's a chance we're going to take him. There's a chance we're going to take him, Corvo. And yous are all raging. And I know yous are. Because yous are bringing in a boy, Trafford. And there was talk the other day, mate, about you signing, is it Asmir Begovic? I seen that on social media the other day as well. His cover. I don't know what he's covering, but don't know if it's Nick Pope's motor or something like that with a tarpaulin or whatever he's doing. But aye, hope you're well, pal. Good to see you back on. I've not seen you for a wee while. JP, you were right about the Slovakia keeper. Celtic should get him in, mate. Stephen, as I said, mate, he's a high-end Premier League goalkeeper. He's a high-end Premier League goalkeeper.
I don't think Stephen watched the rest of the you're one in the day then, because you're busy very good.
He might not be good with the ball. His feet matter, be able to save the ball.
But you know Celtic, but it might be play, mate. But
he just needs to play more. He obviously needs to. Maybe he's not playing enough, but he was very good for Newcastle when Nick Pope got injured. Very good.
Well, obviously, me and you, I've spoke to you. I know a few people like Corvo who's for Newcastle, and the rest of them say you'll get a solid keeper.
Yeah,
he was brilliant last season. So, but I do feel that it will be a goalkeeper that will make me good with his feet, because that's the way Brendan plays. It's the way Ange played. It's the way Ronnie Dyer tried to play. It's the way Celtic play. We try and play through the back, attacking football. And so I think that's one thing, as much as me and you and the rest of the fans want just to save goals and make saves, the manager wants him to play for the back. He done it with Craig Gordon, done it with Bain, done it with De Vries, so he's always done it. So the goalkeeper has to be good with his feet, I feel, mate.
Yeah, 100%. And that's what I said to Ryan, Stephen. 2 or 3 years you're getting it. He's only 35. Listen, he's younger than Joe Hart just now, and everybody wants Joe Hart to stay. So that's where we're at as a fan base. Most of our fans want Joe Hart to stay on. They don't want Joe Hart to move on. And I heard people griping about Dubravka's age, and yeah, he did, Corvo. That's what I'm saying. I was able to, because I do like him as a goalkeeper, I did keep an eye on him towards the tail end of last season for Newcastle. I was looking out for him in like match of the day and things that I could get and snippets of him. And any guy I've spoke to, mate, I've told me about him. And in my opinion, from what I've seen of him, I've said this to Ryan, he's a high-end Premier League goalkeeper. And that's exactly what's left us. That's exactly what's retired us. Retired from us, should I say, sorry. That's what's left Celtic. A top-of-the-range goalkeeper. And we need to replace that with another guy like that. Now, Joe Hart wasn't the best with his feet either. And everybody was moaning about that. But that's something that could be worked with Stevie Woods. As it was worked with Craig Gordon. As it was worked with Joe Hart. The most important part is, does he save things? And you saw that today with that one. It was kind of point-blank range from Lukaku. And his reactions were there. I think there was one as well. I've not seen it. Maybe you can tell me, Ryan. There was one, was it in the second half? And did he not tip it round the post or something? Or he put it like out for a corner? But it was a great save as well.
I can't remember, mate. I did watch the game, but I can't remember that actual save. Yeah,
well, he does that, Francis. That's the part of that. He done a couple of times, just even the beginning of that game today. He came out and gathered the ball, and he does it, and he done it for Newcastle. And what I like about Dubravka is he reminds me of a Mad Monk from Mean Machine. He comes out with his knees up, and he bounces into people, whether it be the centre forwards or even his centre halves. He's not afraid. And there you go, Corvo's just confirmed it for me, that he commands his box really well. And that's what I've seen of him. Like I says, anybody that doesn't believe me, go and watch footage of him. Don't just go on what you've seen him today. Because as that tournament goes, trust me, he will get better. That's a great result for Slovakia today. A fantastic result up against probably one of the favourites for the tournament. No, they're always there or thereabouts in the hat to win tournaments. And for me, I was shocked. I had to take my kids to their swimming lessons to go on a Monday night. And when I looked at my phone, mate, and I saw that result, I thought to myself, wow, I was expecting an onslaught when I saw the Belgian lineup with De Bruyne and Lukaku and Doku and some of the pace that they had in the team. And then, obviously, the other big boy for Everton, the big boy Onana, brings a right good physicality as well. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking to myself, right, they're going to come back into this the same way as Holland did. You know, the same way as Italy did when both of them went goal down. And obviously it never happened. So, yeah, he's not afraid at all. He's an absolute maniac. And that's what we need, I'm afraid. We need someone to... And do you know what I also like about him now? He gives his centre-halves a hard time, mate. See, when they don't do what he's asking them to do, he's not afraid to shout at them, mate. Now, whether they're only young lads or experienced pros, somebody like that, mate, will just get right through you. If you're not going to do what he's asking you to do, then he'll give you a hard time about it. And that's what we need, mate. We need somebody like Joe Hart, somebody with a big voice, somebody that can scream at people when they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
I think if he signs, mate, I think in general, I think there will be 2 goalkeepers. I'll be shocked if Bain or Siegrist, the 2 of them are still here. I think one will be away, and more probably Siegrist, because again, I must say, congrats to him. He's fine. Well, obviously, his girlfriend at the time now. They'll get married, engaged, and congratulations to him. As I imagine, he'll want to be closer to her. I'm sure she's from Australia, so there's only so long I think he'll be in Scotland if he's not playing football. So I'd imagine Seagrass will be the one that will go. I think Ben will then drop to third choice, and I think Scott Bain might just be happy. Again, I don't know if, I'll need to actually do a bit of due diligence on this properly, because I don't know if he's out of contract or what, because nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows if he's pre-season or he's not, because on the Celtic website, everyone else's contract's done. So nobody knows if he's got a new deal or what. I don't know. It's not in public knowledge. Yeah. I know there was an article, a few papers came out and says that he was signing a new deal, but I've not seen anything official. I think a lot of fans have been the same. So if he has a new deal or he does get a new deal, then as I imagine Scott Bain will be here, because I don't think he'll get a bigger club. I don't think he'll get better wages. Maybe he's on as well. So again, but does he want to play football? Does he want to be behind the scenes and help and maybe still be a third choice or second choice? Who knows? But I'd imagine, mate, we'll get 2 goalies in. I'd like to think we would. If we did get Dubravka, then I would like somebody, again, are you going to get 2 goalkeepers at the same quality? Who knows? I don't see why no, but they two will obviously need to fight for positions.
How do you keep them happy, Ryan? How can you keep them? We don't play in a league, mate.
But no matter what, how you sign,
keep 2 keepers like that motivated. Premier League would.
I don't think no matter the quality of the goalkeepers, they're never going to keep 2 or 3 goalies happy. If it's Bainey, Seagrass and Hart, if it's Dubravka and anybody else, I don't think you're going to keep them all happy. So, but I think because of the load of games we're going to have, like I say, you can play one in the league, one Europe, one in the league, one Europe, one in the cup. So I think the second choice potentially might get a bit more game time next year due to the load of games, obviously depending on who you sign. I think if it is Dubravka, then you might see a second choice come in a wee bit more because of his age. But I can see the pros and cons of Dubravka. The pros are his experience. He's still got a lot of ability. He's a solid shot stopper. Many games at the top level, and he's played. No disrespect, but he's played in a far better league. So he should be able to command his area very well in this league and be a standout at the back as well. So, but the cons are his age. He is 35. It will be, in my opinion, a year or two. It'll be a short-term fix. I don't think it's going to be a long-term plan. Get Dubravka in, so that's when you've got to think about, do you get him in for a year or two and then iron out your next goalie for 3 or 4 years? Or, because that's what I think we need to say. Obviously, it depends on how well a goalie does and how much money eventually it might get bought for in the future. But I do feel a club like Celtic, what we're trying to do going forward, I think we need a goalkeeper that's going to be number 1. Obviously, nobody's guaranteed anything, but you sign a goalkeeper to be ideally a number 1. It's up to him to. It's up to him to obviously take the position. But for me, I think we need a number 1 that's going to do it for 2 or 3 years at least. Obviously, for me, I'm not sure about Dubravka because of his age, mate. I think it's the only thing that's really the snagging me, because I would like a bit younger. I think I said to you a few weeks ago, it's one of the ones that, do you go 26, 27, or do you go about 32? Balance experience, youth experience, or I don't want somebody who's too old, but I don't want somebody like 21. I'd like a balance again. I'm maybe being a bit greedy, I don't know, but I want somebody with a wee bit experience, a bit first-team football, but somebody who's got European experience and can come in right away. So
there's another one there. Celts 88's given me a great comment that Dominic Livakovic will be the keeper. Another one that's at the Euros. He's a Croatian goalie. So
I know
this is what I'm saying. All the players were being linked to are all at the Euros.
Link the other day about him again.
So they've been to wait the Euros is finished before any signings come in.
How reliable the
Turkish media.
The Turkish media is, we don't know. He's only, I don't know if he's had the greatest spell off the park or if he's enjoying it or what, but in terms of on the park, he's played a lot for Fenerbahce, I'm sure it is. He's played a lot for them. So
I think he played 47 games for them last season.
I'd imagine we'll need to pay a lot of money for him top end 8 to 10 million, I'd imagine, because he's a number one goalkeeper. So who knows, mate? I'm kind of, like I've said to you, mate, until it's an absolute proper in talks or the guys outside Celtic Park, I'm going to just wait and see, because the amount of times that I've got my hopes up with signing people, then they've just no came. He is somebody that's been linked before. Dubravka was linked last season. So that's where, in my opinion, I'll let you back on this.
Dubravka's actually spoke about it though, hasn't he? That's the thing.
He said that there was a wee bit of talk last season, but nothing concrete. Similar with Joe Hart under Neil Lennon, and for the 10th season, Neil Lennon wanted him, and the board said no. So what was the change the year before after that? So it just shows you, JP, that the clubs do keep lists of players and they keep an eye on players, because then they know, all right, Joe Hart's not available, we can go get him. So I think that's maybe something that could prop up. It could be somebody we've already ironed out, and now we can maybe get them.
Yeah, definitely. Jerry, I know Gary Burns is giving him a couple of comments. He's asking kind of Corvo in the comments, Ryan, about, Dubravka, why is he just sitting as number 2? He's not just sitting as number 2, that's the thing. He's been very vocal over the last year or so. He's unhappy, his position at Newcastle. He feels that he should be Newcastle's number 1. And he's not playing because of Nick Pope. I'm going to be brutally honest here. I mean, I come from a different city, a different country, a different part of the UK from them. And from what I've seen of Dubravka and what I've seen in Nick Pope, I would take Dubravka all day long. That's just my preference, though. I'm only saying this because I banged the drum about him for months and months ago about him. I wanted him in if Joe Hart left, so I'm going to stick to that. And
if you don't get him, you'll be sitting with the Clyde bleach stand.
I believe. What I seen out of Ace Ventura where he's in a bath burning his clays and all that up to me because we've not signed Dubravka.
You put all your money in Dubravka, even money to sell. Like, I've got nothing left.
I'll be standing in the bookies with you like that. Told you to get your money on him, didn't I? Who have you got? I'm like, Dubravka.
Who do you have to hear? Wanker.
Aye, definitely. No, I'd love to create that scene. I think we should do that for a bit of content, for a laugh. If he signs, we're getting into Ladbrokes, we're just going to set up shop and do it. Aye, that's the thing. It's, every player we're linked to is all at the Euros, or more or less. Even Stuart Armstrong, he's been linked because he's a free agent now. Scott McKenna, again, they're at the Euros with Scotland. So, every player that you've saw Celtic's name being beside so far in the rumour mill they're all at the Euros. I suppose that's a good sign of talk, like for a start. Thomas Handy's come in saying, wouldn't it be the first time? I think he's talking about when I says they we need to wait to the end of the Euros. He's saying, the why, what the way we're doing my transfer business. Thomas has just said exactly what I was going to say there in a comment there. Clubs that, in my opinion, that buy so early in the window are usually the clubs that really need a change, really need players in quick. I don't want to say panicking, but they're normally the ones at the start of a rebuild that they need to try and get players in fast to get going because they've only got so long to get them in for pre-season and stuff. We're a bit more settled as a team, Ryan. We're a bit more down the line in that, our cycle's not completely ended, although I do think a few of them might move on. But the ones that do move on will be for big money. You look at Matt O'Reilly, if that situation hasn't cleared up soon, then who knows, that might go on to the end of the window. That's something I don't think Brendan will want. He'll not want that looming over the club. Another one that was linked with us today was Carol Starfelt. I've seen his name being bandied about. Apparently he was seen there in Magaluf having a strawberry daiquiri with Brendan. The two of them had a chat about it and all that. And you know how these stories carry arms and legs, mate, and start running along the beach. It's, before you know it, he's been up in Brendan's house and cut Brendan's toes and toenails and shaved Brendan's eyebrow off when he fell asleep and had too many wines. These stories continue, mate, but he's definitely signing. But as I say, mate, it's early in the window. But touching on the Flavius Danilicic link, that one's probably more away out of left field. And again, he's played at a decent level, such an early age. What's your thoughts on that in terms of that link itself? Do you think there's any truth to that, or do you think this is just more hearsay?
Again, I think a lot of people as well, as soon as we're linked to a player, they're thinking, "Oh, right, is this happening? Is it? Oh, here we go." And again, this is where some agents and clubs and maybe the player himself, they're putting feelers out to see who's available, who can maybe come and get me, who's going to speak to me, and then it sets other clubs off. So if teams are saying that Celtic are linked to them, then they might go, "Oh, do you know what? If Celtic want him here, but we might need to go and get him then." Because maybe a certain club might think, just say it as the defender for Austria, Flavius. He might actually have loads of interest, but no club's really done anything because other clubs might not know. But then as soon as it's flagged up, Celtic maybe want him. Oh, right, now we might need to look at him now. So there's loads of things that go involved with links. Former players will always get linked until they retire. Robbie Keane was always linked to Celtic. Bojan was always linked to Celtic. I know he wasn't a former player, but there's always players every window that get linked until they retire. It happens all the time.
Surprised I've not seen Paddy Roberts' name being back in.
I know. Paddy Roberts as well. There he goes, another one. Forster, again, there was another link to the early stages of end of the season. So the media are just putting feelers out and they're maybe hoping to get one right. But sometimes there's no fire without the smoke. Sometimes there is proper bits of sources. On him, he's played at a good level. Salzburg, I know he was on last year. Decent team. We played some, I went against for them. Salzburg's a good team. They would probably give us a right good game. They might even beat us because the beaters have beat us before. And I was very impressed with Celtic Park when they came to Celtic Park. So they're a good outfit, Salzburg. They pay decent wages, they pay okay money. They don't spend a lot of money in terms of like £70 million stuff like that, but they've got a good strategy, they've got a good club and the way they move forward. But all these Red Bull clubs they've got a philosophy like the City Group. They've got a structure and they follow it all the way down to their club. So in terms of him, I don't think it's a random name, JP, the same as Chris Mepham. I think they two are maybe solid names that you could potentially get, especially because what's his name, Flavius is going back to the Serie A. He's not staying with Salzburg, so there's an opportunity for them to go and get him. So I think maybe dip into teams like Salzburg, JP, and teams like that in that league could be something, because anytime we've played Salzburg, they've been unbelievable against us. They've been very good, quick, dynamic, attacking, and that's the sort of players we want at Celtic. So I know he's a defender, but he's part of a very attacking team, so you'd imagine he's good in the ball. I've not seen too much of him, so I can't comment. I'm going to sit here and comment too much about him, but it's a name that I think I would go with. I need to do proper research on him after he was going to sign, but in terms of what I've heard about him, what I've seen, he seems to be a decent name that's been going about.
Yeah, I've not done any research on the lad at all, mate. I've just seen his name. I think it was Anjem that actually put us onto the name, was it last week? When the initial link hit social media. We were actually live on here.
Yeah.
And I think it was Anjem that commented to say, has any of you lads had a ping from Twitter? No, but I haven't done any due diligence on the lad because, again, I normally try and do that, Ryan, if I think Celtic are going to sign someone. But I've not done that. And, aye, as I say, Celts88's comment, Jacinta told Starfelt to make a top 10 in La Liga or she's leaving him for a physio.
I like to baby oil, didn't he?
He's get previous for that, by the way.
Baby oil.
That's shocking. That's something that you're well associated with, me, man, isn't it?
I'll keep that for past the watershed, mate. Keep that past the watershed.
I might buy that now. Is it no 9 o'clock at watershed?
It's actually but
it's 20 past 9.
We'll keep that for the subs. Keep that for the subs. They get the main part of it.
They get the pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view.
Extreme viewing.
In your Kaz Milligan pay-per-view, you get to see Mike. You get to see it.
You get to see it. None of the dodgy links you get sent for it either.
No. None of the dodgy ones.
The Kaz Milligan ones. The ones that...
The pay-per-view!
Get more cracks in it, the Rangers back four.
I know. Jesus Christ.
I don't know, but I don't know if MD's even gone to the Hydro for that, are they?
It's meant about 20%, 30% ticket sold or something.
Really, aye? Jesus.
Oh.
I think they've only opened the Bolton Flare, haven't they?
I'd honestly rather buy. I'd rather buy a boat of bleach, mate, and just drink that and watch that, man. Know what I mean?
100%, mate. I'll just stick on a DVD. Steve Davis talking about his favourite carpet samples again.
I'll just watch Philip Clement going with the gladiators in the ring and all that carry on. You know what I mean? Gladiators in a cauldron.
We need to.
Shut up, Clemmy, man. Come on. Jesus, man.
You could watch that all day, couldn't you? Gladiators in a Coliseum.
Coliseum, upset, aye. We talk about Italy for Clemmy, man. Come on, you're in Scotland.
I know, behave yourself, son.
I know.
Well,
he's been up the Highlands, so you come back and say, I didn't ken like no that.
I know. Aye.
Can't wait, watch your burn.
Yeah, before and John Bennett, am I coming up the front or the back?
Shine my head, see my head.
Aye. I'm coming back. I've got 6 ton of fish.
HP fish.
HP fish.
I can call this sheriff court.
I'm at the lorry now. I'm just on the I'm about to park up here.
I'm in the Rangers magical mission.
I actually think that was Big Clemmy, by the way. Do you know that? He used to do the wind-ups.
No.
I'm an Alec Ray.
He's like the Rangers board with your biscuit for a biscuit.
Alec Ray was a guy with his face painted as a tiger, wasn't he? There a chairman, there a chair.
Do the war. Do the war.
You didn't know what. Oh, brilliant, man. I could just picture him doing that, I know.
Foul!
Big foul Brocklebank.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, superb. You could just picture him doing that, couldn't you? Getting away free signed photos of Lorenzo Amoruso. every ton of fish you buy up, you get a free 40. I signed beer mat with Gaza. Double-sided with Jimmy Five Bellies on the other side of it.
Oh, brilliant, man. Brilliant.
Oh, man. A 20 deck of Regal with Big Albert's face right across the middle of him. Sponsored by Arthur Symington.
A free dummy kit for Cantwell.
A free dummy kit for Cantwell, aye.
Brilliant. You don't laugh, you'll greet, man.
A pair of hair straighteners and a hairdryer for silver.
A diving board.
Aye. Aye. A chopping board for Gordon Ramsay.
Right, move on, man. Come on. Jesus Christ, man.
Oh.
And
Bottles of big Butland buffalo sauce, man.
Ah, Jesus, man.
Superb.
Brilliant.
You could just picture Peter Lovencrantz getting into that meeting, couldn't you? Looking for fish. What do you mean, fish? No, we've got fish. I'm looking for fish. I want a fish supper.
Big Anthony walks in and we finished yet.
Big Anthony Emmy. He's only 28, him, by the way. He's only 28, him.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, superb, man. Oh, he's only 28. Oh, he's finished. No, he's only 28. That's one of the best things I've ever heard in my life, honestly.
Brilliant.
So obviously the centre back, mate, you're the same as me then. You don't really know much to go on with him. I'm looking here, he's not been brought on as a sub. The boy Trauner has been brought on for Wobber, Arnautovic has been brought on for Grosrich, and Wiemer's been brought on for Grilicic. So obviously Austria have not played him in this game tonight. Still early, right enough. They could still bring him on. We've got another couple of subs to make, but France are still 1-0 up, just about to approach 70 minutes. So I was hoping to maybe, I'd imagine a few Celtic fans were the same. I'd have hoping to maybe I got to see a wee bit of him tonight. I'll need to see it later, obviously. I'll get it back later. But I was hoping to have seen a wee bit of him tonight, but obviously we're not going to get to. Hopefully he plays in one of the 3 games. But in terms of the other links, Ryan, just before we finish up, mate, we've been linked with like Stuart Armstrong, it's a free transfer, and we've been, linked with Scott McKenna. We've heard Kieran Tierney's name being mentioned, mate. Again, mate, is this just because they're all Celtic boys, or do you think this is actually? No, here we go. Celtic might actually be doing this.
I think the Tierney one could be a possibility because he's been here before. He has
when do you think that'll happen in the window? Done the window?
I think because he's obviously situation at Arsenal. Whoever's going to get him, if it's Celtic or whoever else, Arsenal know wanting the money that I think again, we can only go on what we see in social media. Apparently, it's £10 million. I know what people were saying. I think I did speak about it a bit in depth other night on the podcast. That for me, it's a no-brainer. I can get why people don't want it due to his injury record, but who's to say that he's going to be injured again?
That's it.
Nobody. You cannot guess the future. So listen, Kieran Tierney, I think you've got a major chance. It's just whether or no. It's just whether or no he's drop his wages. Be that you give him other incentives for that, I don't know. If you're fit so many games, then it might give you more money or this. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of maybe it's just a bit of a dream for me, JP, and but I'd love to get him back because that's the quality of left back I feel we should be targeting. I know you need to pay big money for them, but or similar quality, maybe a player at a lesser club. But I do feel that as much as Greg Taylor has been brilliant for us in terms of what he can do, his ability and how hard he tries and how fit he is and what he does for the team, I feel for the European level, we need a bit better than Greg. Yeah. And obviously with Scotland all night, I know, again, I'm not going to sit and single out the 2 Celtic players, but the full team were terrible. But just on that performance, for me, it was like watching Celtic Europe, the way they were playing. It was just... the way Alston was playing, I did say to you, and it's not just the first time I've said that, I don't feel Tony can play for us in Europe. I think we're going to be away from home. I think we'll get absolutely annihilated next season with the 2 fullbacks, Greg, and if Tony plays ahead of Sir Johnson. So I think that's positions when, again, I don't think Rodgers will ban all right back. I think he's happy with Anthony, and I can't go against that, but I do feel that away from home in Europe, I would be a bit petrified, JP, if it's him and Taylor. I would be, and that's just me being honest. I will be as honest as I can, and I just don't think we'll win games away in Europe with A2 as if they play. So that's just my opinion, mate. But Tierney would be a one I would like to do. McKenna, free transfer, I would say, depending. Obviously, he's come for.
Well, for me, he's better than Stephen Welsh and guys like that.
I think he's better than Welsh. I actually think he would play. I actually think he'd play over Liam Scales personally, because I think he's experienced. He's more experienced. He's coming for a league. We'll put it this way, in my opinion. If I'm again, this is no disrespect to Liam Scales because he's just came off a dull running season. He's played with Ireland, but bear in mind he was playing with Aberdeen a year ago on loan. If Scott McKenna's coming for the Premier League and then can he get a game over Stephen Welsh and Liam Scales, where's his career going to go?
Wasn't it long ago to Ryan Christie was playing with Aberdeen at the mate? Do you know what I mean? So
but he
it
was
just shows you.
at Celtic for a while. Knew he's done very well with Bournemouth. He was one of Bournemouth's good, better players from what I've seen. But if Scott McKenna's, he's ratting down level in terms of league standard, right? He's not ratting level in terms of pressure in European football, but gone for Forest in terms of the standard they're at in terms of the league, to then come into to Scotland. If he can't get a game every week, where's he going to go next? If that's what I'm saying. If he can't play every week over Welsh or I like Nerowski, by the way. I think Nerowski will play a bit more. But as it stands at the moment, Nerowski's no one the team. So if McKenna can't get a game over the three, then he probably won't play with Scotland either. So McKenna's...
he'll certainly become an option for Scotland because now we don't have Ryan Porteous, and Ryan Porteous is now, we found out today that he's now not going to be available for the next couple of games.
I would take him for a free transfer, JP, because he's not a gamble. He's not a risk. You know what he's going to give you. But I do feel for the European side, I do feel we need somebody that's going to be top next to Vickers because... Yeah,
just as Corvo says, there 2 or 3 mil, he'd jump at it, but he has a free transfer, Corvo. He has a contract, mate. So
I would take him because I think Stephen Welsh should be let go. Be that contract ripped up. I know you said a new deal, but either if it's contract ripped up, if it's a transfer, if it's a loan, I don't think Stephen Welsh is going to play at Celtic, in my opinion. I don't think he's good enough longer term to... I know the quota and stuff, I get all that, but the Scottish quota, but you can't just keep somebody because of that. You can't just keep somebody in the team getting a wage because he qualifies for the... That's just crazy, that. I know it's part of why maybe some players might be still here, but I think it's crazy. You can't keep paying guys a wage just to sit in the stand because he makes you a better proposition for the squad list. That's crazy. So another name was you mentioned, was it the goalkeeper?
Armstrong.
I can see that, yeah. I can see it. Well, I know you want to keep bringing back old players. I don't know. But a free transfer, again, I think it's a no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer. If you do sell Matt O'Reilly and you maybe need cover for a few weeks at least, he can come in right away to maybe let you go and get a bigger player. But he's not a replacement for he's not a replacement for Matt O'Reilly, but he'll fill the void. I think he would play. I think he'd play more than Iwata. I think Armstrong, but I love Armstrong. I think he's brilliant.
I think he's brilliant.
He gives you a bit of nastiness, experience, ability.
I've never replaced him, Ryan, in my opinion, with the legs and energy that he gives us, or he used to give us.
On the free, mate, I would say yes. I think the freedom could happen, but I think the freedom would command a lot of wages because they're coming from down south in the Premier League. So, and they would, McKenna and Armstrong would require Bosman fees because they're coming in a free transfer. So, I do think we need better quality in McKenna at the back. I think Armstrong would help the squad and he would come in and play certain games, and I think he would definitely give you a good value. Tierney is a no-brainer, but I think JP, I think what we are missing is a proper old-school centre-back to go with Carter Vickers. I think we're missing it badly, mate. I think we really are. Even when Starfelt was here, they two did do well, but I know it's gone back in time and football's moved on, but we've not got somebody like a Big Mialbi who's good with the ball at his feet, but can also crunch somebody, can also step out for the back. I think we're missing that sort of old-school defender. Where we can get them now, mate, I don't know. I don't know if we don't need anymore because football is all technical and it's moved on, but I don't know what you think about the three, mate, but I think they could be plausible. I would rather sign guys who are a bit more quicker at the ball and get it forward, like John says, a bit more dynamic and physical, because I don't think our defence is like that. I think our defence is not as strong as I'd like it to be, personally.
Yeah, we do lack certain levels of physicality across the team. That's quite obvious and glaring. Like John says, I'm a big believer in Brendan. I think Brendan will go and get the guys that he thinks can help his squad. What I will say is Scott McKenna certainly gives you a physicality level that we don't have at the moment. He's massive. Look at him the other night, mate. He comes on and bullies the German defence and we get a goal off it. He done more in about 5 minutes than they two done the full game. So, again, this is just my opinion. You know, not just that as well. I think he had 2 cleanings, his headers as well, that came out for the box. So, Scott McKenna's a big, massive presence. I'm not saying Celtic need to go and sign him. I'm only telling you what I think of Scott McKenna. And Stuart Armstrong, I love Stuart Armstrong. I think you would be bringing in an experienced seasoned pro there, who's also played at the club, knows the league really well. I mean, he need a transitional period to fit in. And a guy like Brendan Rodgers, I fully believe, mate, he would get the best out of Stuart Armstrong again. It's called playing to your strengths, and you've got a manager there who knows, how to do that. Yeah, mate. Yeah, like I said, mate, he's really, really fit. There you go. Scott McKenna bullied Isaac and Wilson last season for Newcastle. He's a very, very physical presence. He's a big boy. He's a big lumpy lad. So again, he would certainly add a physicality to whatever team signs Scott McKenna. But obviously that's all we can really go on for now, Ryan. We will be back this week, folks. There'll be one other wee session. It will be myself and Ryan that's doing, and so the new type of content, folks, that you are seeing on YouTube, I'm afraid that's the only place you'll be able to get it. So you're only getting on YouTube. Once it's uploaded, it will go into our video section of the YouTube channel instead of obviously what this will go into, which is live. So once, like for talking sake, if we are at Celtic Park or we're inside a pub or that type of setting, the video side of the YouTube channel is what it will be uploaded to. But cheers for coming on and having another wee chat with us, mate.
Always a pleasure, mate.
It's always good to get a wee Celtic chat heard and thought about, but like I say, there's not really much to go on just now. After this week, folks, once the next wee chat with myself and Ryan does go up this week, that will be us, and we will be off until Monday the 1st of July. That's when we will be back in. So we're taking a wee break. I've got a holiday personally, and the boys have got some stuff as well that obviously we need to get through. And
can we comment there, JP, if you want to, from David? Thanks, David. He's just asking about the Flavius defender.
Well, first of all, good evening, David. Hope you're well, mate. Thank you for tuning in. Unfortunately for yourself, you've tuned in at the wrong time, mate. We're just about to finish up. But since you're new to the channel, we'll stay on an extra couple of seconds for you, mate. Not a problem. We don't really know much about him, David. All we know is he's a 23-year-old centre-back, Austrian centre-back. He's at the Euros with Austria. He was out on loan last season to Salzburg, and his initial club is Salernitana. So that's all we know. And his name's Flavius Danilicic, or Danilicic, should I say. I think that's how you pronounce his name. But again, mate, we've only got that on him. And the fact that we do know that Salzburg had first shout to take him permanently. I think that was in his deal as part of the loan deal. And, you know, obviously, they've not taken up that option. So what's happening there is I think Celtic are, well, the information that we have is Celtic's going to move in for the kill. So, yeah. So, sorry I can't give you more info on him, David. That's all we know, mate. David, please don't forget, mate, to hit the like and the share and the subscribe button, mate. It's totally free to do so. And that goes for everybody else who's maybe new to the channel. What's going on here? There's a couple of wee comments coming in. There's Celts88. He jumps in and says, enjoy Butland's JP. And then Lindsay kicks in as well. Just kicks her wee bit in for down south and says, Celts88, JP's becoming a red coat. It's actually, they're changing the name of them this year, Lindsay. We're going to be called the Diddy Blazers.
Diddy Blazers.
And they're my backing singers, should I say.
JP turned up to the hotel and they'll ask him today or water polo. I'm not doing it. 4 days in, he's like, here we go, water polo.
Yeah, I've seen his bit vest on that one. We're gone. We're gone
water
for it, boys.
polo. Let's go, water polo.
Don't give that many ideas, whatever you do.
I hate all that. They ask you, water polo? No. Come on, water polo? No, mate, go away. Leave me alone.
Aye, just leave me alone. Can I get your husband a job? Aye, is he good at the YMCA? Because we're going to be a Village People tribute band.
The Macarena. The Macarena.
The Macarena. Aye.
He's a daddy.
I do apologise if Lindsay Greenwood's husband is sitting here watching us at a different room in the house for you, Lindsay, and you're knowing the bad books now and for giving away with that. But good on you, pal. Good on you.
He's up the stairs in the Macarena.
He's up the stairs listening to Barbie Girl. She's took a break and he paused and she went, hi, Ken.
Brilliant.
But, he's at work, Lindsay. Is that how you're giving it big licks? Aye. It's all right, pal. I'll be sending a wee recording, don't you, Hank? Don't you worry. Listen, everybody, enjoy the rest of your week.
Yeah, take care.
No, plunge, no, mate. I'm a fireman. It's a Village People tribute band, mate, so I'll be whatever I want. I'm going to be a fireman. What do you do if you see a fireman? Put it out, man. Anyway, that's all from me tonight. Please enjoy the rest of your week, folks. Later. And take care. Hail, hail. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.
See you later.
Oh, you can't shove the goalie in the box. Oh, you can't shove the goalie in the box. Oh, you can't shove the goalie, cause he's a holy goalie. Can't shove the goalie in the box.
The real Rangers were coming once again, they said. 3 in a row, 3 in a row. Sorry.
Well, alright lads. Guten Tag.